There's Ducatis and Harley Davidsons everywhere. Welcome to the middle of summer at Mint Customs.
What do you want to know?
Well, first of all, we need to know about your finger.
It's all right. It's healing really well. Thanks everybody for the kind messages and stuff. Broken one's working, and that's just got the end bit missing. But so I found out I can't click like that, and I can't flick my fag. There's two things so far, without not being able to play my bass yet. But air click.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Got Posh's safety glasses.
Welcome back to Mint Customs, the series. This is episode 3, the story of the NCR Ducati.
Do I look like I've been eating donuts for the last 6 months every day?
Been hard at work, yeah.
We have all been hard at work, and this 2003 Ducati 900ss is next on our list.
Oi boys, hello. Back to work.
Okay, man. Chill, man.
Really good customer of mine, Nick Rhodes. A few years ago, I built a couple of bikes, but a few years ago I built a 996 SPS Ducati in the Frankie Keeley NCR colours. He approached us a little while ago after one of the other builds that we'd done, but had sold. And so I said, we'll build you a bike. What do you want? And he said, just a calf racer, free rein, do whatever I like to it, not a problem. So I went for it. Designed the bike, got the donor bike in, cut the back end of the bike off. Started to get a bit too much for me with the other stuff that I had on the go as well. So I thought I'd give the build over to the boys. So the bike went into the boys' shop. Sat down with them, told them exactly what I wanted, showed them my pictures. And the idea behind it was to build a calf race version of his superbike. So like when he opened his garage door, he'd have the calf racer version and the superbike version, both in the NCR colours. And so it went over to them. And the design brief was pretty straightforward, but I had specific things in mind. And I said to them, don't muck it up.
Okay, Dad, don't worry. We'll do a good job. I promise.
Got the bike on the bench to have a close look at it, because from the outside, just looking at it, it looked really rough. I don't think the bike had been cleaned for since it was new. But as we dug into the bike, we did actually realise it's a good bike. It's just filthy dirty. Little things that were worrying, like the exhaust studs were rotten, so we were worried about getting those out of the motor. The clutch is completely ruined. The whole engine needs fully servicing. It needs a crazy amount of hours of work to try and make it look new again. There's a lot of other little things we were worried about, but it was the perfect donor bike. It was exactly what we needed.
I'm making some little support mount brackets for the swing arm, so it looks trick as hell.
Yeah, that does look trick, mate.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna look cool.
Thank you.
Oh, I can't wait for the day we get to ride this thing. It just seems so far away at this point. We have a lot of work ahead of us.
Sammy P, what's going on?
It's not often we have to get the hammers out, but this bike is seriously rotten, so we've had to get the hammers out.
We need these pipes, we can't afford new ones.
Yeah, the exhaust pipe was one with the
Cylinder
front
head.
cylinder head.
New exhaust system and a new cylinder head done, possibly. Worst case scenario.
Yeah, I think so.
Best case scenario, we save the
this-
cylinder head.
The rest of this exhaust pipe falls out of the cylinder head. And it looks all nice and lovely, and we get these bolts out with no issues at all.
And then
That'd
buy a
be-
new exhaust system.
And then the new pipe. This part of the exhaust pipe is stuck in the cylinder head. Sam's counting out now. Direction there. Good luck with them.
Oh! Yeah, boy!
We have a few more small battles to win on this project, but the welding and fabrication on the subframe and swing arm is complete. We don't just have this project on the go, we have 5 workbenches,
Something is happening in there.
and all of them have a long-term full rebuild on them. The old man and Lee the engine carrier have a couple of Harleys on the go. Me and Thomas have a Harley, another Ducati, and how could I forget the KTM 300 two-stroke project. That's waiting for me to save up some money. I need to buy an engine. All these rebuilds are future episodes on this channel,
Lovely.
so make sure you subscribe. We have some awesome projects on the way.
Holy crap, looks insane.
This Ducati 900ss is being stripped and the frame is being sent for powder coat. The engine is going to be soda blasted and rebuilt. But today we're rebuilding the suspension and Thomas is rebuilding the Brembo brakes.
Getting hot water.
Put on a face or to impress. Forever I'll be there and I'll walk the way. I'll pray for your love, do not go astray. But you want
Go get your nails
much
done.
more than that. But you wanted so much more than that.
It was really nice having the old man designing the bike, so all we had to focus on was making everything perfect, the fabricating work. We designed the subframe, he was looking after the colour scheme, he was looking after the paint job, he was looking after the overall design of the bike. We just had to make sure the motor was sound, it had a new clutch, it had new everything on the motor, new belts, you name it, everything was new.
Who I was and what I
And as we were getting a number of orders coming in for full rebuilds, the most complicated thing about building this bike was we were building 4 other bikes at the same time. It's been a pretty stressful few weeks, but it's all coming together really nicely.
Everything came back from the powder coaters and the engine was ready. We picked the engine and the frame up and placed it gently onto the bench.
But you wanted so much more than that.
The wheels went back together, freshly powder coated, new discs, new tyres, new bearings. The calipers were rebuilt and refitted. The new exhaust system was fitted. And the end cans, specially made by Posh and Thomas. We went with the fattest rear tyre we could get into this swing arm. Oh mama. In the middle of all this work going on, we had a small open day for friends and family. Thank you to everyone that came along. The paintwork arrived just in time for the open day.
Breaking my heart for what was good then turned bad later on. But you wanted so much more than that. But you wanted so much more than that.
The old man had a close eye on what we were getting up to. I really hope we don't let him down.
He's a good customer. It's got to be exactly how I would build it for him. So therefore the job went to them. I was pretty hawkeye over what they were doing, but man, they pulled it out the bag. It looks absolutely amazing. And when he walked in and first saw it, he couldn't speak. It was a good bike. Turned out really, really well. Rode really well. And he's very happy, so that's the main thing.
I think we all rode that as well, didn't
We all rode it, yeah. It's a cracking little bike.
Oh, it's beautiful. It was fast. I only did 30 miles an hour.
So after 6 weeks, 200 hours of labour, this Ducati 900ss project is complete and ready for multiple road tests.
It's just little things like when you sit on a bike that's well made, you just have that feeling, like everything feels right, the throttle feels right, the clutch feels good, the brakes feel tight, everything's working as it should, it sounded nice. There is one problem. Like every bike we build, we have to give them away after we've done it. Why can't we just keep all of them, Tom? I wish we weren't poor so we could just keep more bikes.
Got some polishing to put the back of the